The big R. Today, I want to give you a key component that's going to help take your job search to the next level. My name is Frank Cabrera, and I am a job developer with the County of Kern JobFest team. We're going to be doing a short series of videos helping you with your job search. The foundation that I want to start with is something called the big R, because that big R stands for this word, and that is relevant. Every part of your job search, you want to make sure that it falls under the umbrella of the big R, relevant. From your application, to your resume, to your interview, to your references, always ask yourself the question, is it relevant to the job that I'm going for? So let's start with the first piece, application. Have you ever went to fill out an application? You wonder, what should I put under the duties section of that application? This is where the big R will help give you a competitive advantage. What you can do is you can get the job description of that employer for that position, look at keywords within that job description, and begin to pull from those keywords and see how you can put them in the framework of previous jobs. So you take a job description and you say, oh, I used to answer phones in this other position. This position has nothing to do with the position I'm going for, but I did answer phones and I did file. So now you can make that relevant to the position that you're going for, even though the position itself had nothing to do with the position that you're going for. So each job that you list and the duties that you put under that job, just make sure that it falls under the umbrella of the big R, and you make those duties relevant to the position you're going for. The next part of your job search is the resume. Your resume needs to speak to the position that you're going for. In other words, I'm a human resource manager. I look at this resume and I say, wow, this is definitely an administrative clerk, or this is definitely a billing specialist. Let's take billing specialist, for example. I have in front of me a resume. This resume, from the very onset of the resume, the objective for this individual says payroll, billing, and administration. But it doesn't stop there. They continue that relevance by, in their professional profile, they say payroll-oriented professional with a background in billing, full cycle payroll. Do you see there all those keywords that are speaking to the big R? I look at their skills in their resume, and there again, what do I see in the skills? Strong multitasking skills. They have AP and AR, which those are terms relating to billing. They have quick adaptability to programs, billing programs, all speaking to the big R. Then I look at their experience, and all of a sudden, same exact thing. Administrative experience in regards to the big R. They have things like keeping track of job ticket totals and creating Excel spreadsheets. I go to their next job and they've prepared and entered payroll for employers and done timesheets for accuracy. Everything speaking to the big R from the beginning of the objective all the way down to their references. And we're going to be talking about references here in a moment. But let's talk about now the interview. Your interview needs to speak to the big R. From that very first question of, tell me about yourself. Is the information that you're providing relevant to that position, or is it speaking to how old you are and how many kids you have? That's not relevant to the position that you're going for. What is relevant is that billing experience, is that education. Maybe you got a degree in accounting. So does that relate to the position that you're going for? Every example that you're giving in the interview, you're asking yourself the question, when I answer this question, is it relevant to the position that I'm going for, and does it highlight my ability to do this job? And then finally, references. Those references, I look at the person the individual that I mentioned, that I'm looking at the resume. I also have the reference sheet in front of me. not only do they have updated references from the last 6 months, and by the way, if you have references from 6 years ago, 3 years ago, even a year ago, they're irrelevant. You want relevant references within the last 6 months that will speak to your ability to do this position that you're going for. So this person is going for billing, right? Look at the references they use. They use another payroll specialist within the industry. They use a billing coordinator, and they use an office administrator that specializes in payroll as a reference for the billing position that they're going for. So this is the key component, the foundation that's going to help give you the competitive advantage in every part of your job search, is remembering that key letter, the big R, relevant. Make it relevant to the position that you're going for. We look forward to seeing you in future videos and expanding on giving you the competitive advantage.